gosh, all my tools have like grit in them and don't work. Yeah. Ah. Well, we've probably showed this a bunch of times how to use the laser to get the post height, but I'm gonna measure up from the post base to the laser plane using the reader. Then I'm gonna measure from the bottom of that band down to the laser plane again with the reader as soon as I get Jason's fat head out of the way. And that'll give me two numbers to add together. And that'll be the post. Okay. 64. Even. 64 up.
64 up.
I might want to write that down.
No, I got it. I'm on it.
Okay, now I'll measure down. Oh, I'm getting dripped on. Where are you? Tell me up, 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 up.
Imagine if these screws are the exact same color as hay.
Okay, 70 and 7/8. Add those up. That should be our post.
134 and 78.
Okay, so that's that one, and then this one might be different.
Is that right? Just add those two together, that's it?
Yep, that's it. All right, this one is 63 and a half, so this one's a ½ inch shorter than that one. Holy crap! Woo! Throw that on your shoulder. Just kidding, don't do that. We got this post to here, and I'm telling you, even with 4 guys, that was a struggle. That's heavy. I hope we guessed the right number on the length.
Well, you sure didn't ask me how to do it, so I guess you got it figured out.
Ray did it.
Wow, you're extremely calm.
Nah, I'm sure it's
All right,
perfect.
back to you.
All right, John Mayer. Oh man, that's when the fish kicks in right there, boys.
Little pro tip here is that we're gonna plumb this post in both directions before we stick any of the screws in the holes through the plate into the post, because those will kind of tag it in whatever sort of position plumb wise that it's in.
Needs to come more.
Oh, yeah. That's money.
Okay.
Let me check it right here.
If it's sitting good there,
Dude, it couldn't be more perfect level. Jason's soaking wet from the rain coming down because it's actually probably 35 degrees out here. Feels like a heat wave.
Yeah. It's like just dripping on your head. It's making me go nuts.
Heads up, board coming at you. Ah! We are going to put up a 4-ply girder. You can see the 4 X's there. We're gonna put more lags in that, of course, that goes to here, and it'll support joists going this way to that band, and the joist going this way to a band coming off a post going right there. So it's basically got double the load. We're gonna go extra heavy duty, and then on the shorter span we'll go a 3-ply, and these are all girder sizes that we have interpolated by the code book.
that's what it says to do.
We have interpolated that what was on the plans was not enough. This was actually on the plan a two 2x10s.
All right. No
Yes,
way.
and we're going 4 2x12s. So, you know what was crazy on the plan is this had a bigger girder right here
Yo, Bert.
than here, and it's just a joist.
It's just a joist.
It's just a joist. It's not even a girder. So, a lot of interpolating going on. We probably shouldn't crown all of them up, or it's going to be like mega crown. Probably should flip the crowns and do all that. All right, here we go. can you get a 4-ply hanger? Or do we need to hang 3 of these and then add the 4th?
If nothing else, I'll make a big fat hanger.
Okay. To me. Ah, getting soaked.
Wow, you see those big flags of road?
All right, you holding that now?
I saw you almost be the reason that didn't fall off.
I thought you were holding it.
Sounds like a cat right there.
We got our 4-ply girder up and we've just started slapping together the 3-ply shorter one. And I'm telling you what, we're talking almost a 1/2 inch difference in the width of the boards here between these ones and that one. So I think we chunked that one.
Yeah, off the mount.
You guys got a wide boy down there?
What do you want?
Like 11 3/8?
I got 11 and yeah, it's about 3/8, maybe 7.
Okay, yeah, this
This
one.
one's 3/4.
What?
No, it's not. Yes, it is, bro.
3/4?
11 and 3/4. This is 5/16.
Not that one. Don't do the 3/4.
Why? My wood's too big for you?
Yes.
Eric and Jason are installing these pressure treated 2x12s. They probably weigh at least 50 pounds each, maybe quite a bit more even, and some are heavier than others. Now to get this installed, it's actually a little bit of a trick. Jason is starting a screw and trying to pop it into place using his drill for a hammer there. That's pretty common. Eric is just gonna hold still. He's just waiting for Jason to get it perfectly in place, because if Eric starts trying to knock his end into place, then Jason's end's going to be bumping around too. So only one person at a time. Once it's perfect, he's going to run that screw in, and then Eric can start to manipulate this side to be flush on the top where it goes, and side to side on the marks. Now he's going to shoot it with a nail gun, which is a nice one-handed operation. He doesn't have to get anything started ahead of time. If anything, he's going to hold the joist a little bit high from the girder, and the girder is the one with 4 pieces put together there. It's a lot easier to bop one of these down just 1/8 of an inch or so than it is to hit it up 1/8 of an inch. Hey, let me know if anybody would be interested in a podcast about this kind of thing, because we're thinking about doing one. And that way I could actually talk about stuff without getting cut. I don't know. We'll see. See, you're never going to hear this, what I'm saying right now. And you'll never know you never heard it, because it didn't make it through editing.
I can't make him stop talking from over here.
So you don't worry about it. Got plenty of film on this camera.
This would be a lot easier if both of these girders were 100% plumb. They didn't have any lean to them, but they both have a little bit. Sometimes, like down there, they were leaned like in opposite directions, so you could get a true short number and cut the board that. But getting down towards this end, they're both leaned the same direction. So they measure the same top and bottom on the board between the girders, but then it still won't fit because both the girders are lean and your cuts are square. So we are taking a little time to do stuff like this, where I've taken a saw or a sawzall and kind of cut the angle a little bit into this to make it fit and not be super loose in other places, if you follow on that, and trying to make it as nice as we can. We're down to the last section here of this section. We got a whole nother section over there I guess we'll hit tomorrow, because it's almost 5 o'clock. But that was good progress to get some of this high part going.
Yeah.
Love it.
Great.
It's gonna be huge. I hope he's got a budget for deck furniture. It's gonna be a lot of it. Back at the job this morning, and we're going to start the day by getting all these joist hangers put on the section of deck that we framed yesterday, before we move all this scaffolding out here and don't have a way to get up there anymore. To get this done, I'm going to have to hand drive about 100 galvanized ring shank 3-inch nails with a hammer, like a real hand drive hammer and nail. So I'm going to take this opportunity to do a little comparison of hammers. So we have 3 framing hammers here. 2 are brand new from Stiletto. They sent them to us for free, which is awesome. Versus the Tybone 15, all titanium. It's got a side pull and a replaceable face, which is nice. The smooth face is on it. They sent me a waffle face, but I don't have the T50 bit to swap them, so we're gonna have to roll smooth face. I've also had one of these before. It's the Stiletto 14 titanium hickory handled, and these are pretty nice too. A little less on the grip, doesn't have a rubber handle, so that's maybe a problem in the winter with gloves. And this is what I've been using. The competitor is this Tough Built, and it's been in my belt for about a year. It's got a spring in it, some sort of shock stop technology, but it's been a pretty good hammer. Goes into my belt nice and easy because of this harder plastic in. It slides in and out of the hammer sheath pretty easy. So let's swing them, see which one's best. Tough Built, 2 nails. Not bad, I was choked up a little bit, but it still strikes hard. Brand new, first nail, titanium 14. Okay, definitely noticeably lighter, like insanely lighter, which is great for like your wrists and stuff, but I don't know about for driving these type of ring shank nails. I'm definitely having to take a lot more blows at it. But it does have a nice big head, which makes it easy. So that was that one, Stiletto 14. And last, the Tybone 15 with a smooth face. Drive 2 of these. I do like that thumb spot on the grip. That's super nice. Ooh, it rings. Oh my gosh. I think there's a clear winner already. Wow. All right, that wins hands down. That was way easier. And it still felt light, but it drove the nail like insane. All right, I'm swapping. There you go, free hammer, bud.
Oh, I want that one.
No.
You said that was the winner.
It is definitely the winner.
Well,
I've never actually tried hammers side by side like that, like just a couple nails,
yeah.
And that is insanely better.
Okay, well I gotta put about 1,000 of those things.
Okay,
in,
so I got you right here. Oh, so the one problem is I'm gonna have to wrap this with some electrical tape because going in the sleeve, it doesn't slide as easy as the wood handle. And I think.
See how it fits in mine.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, it fits like a glove, Daddy. Try that one in yours.
Yeah.
We have a clear winner.
Today's video is sponsored by Element, which is an electrolyte drink mix that I love. It's got a science-backed ratio of electrolytes, 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium, and it has 0 sugar, so it doesn't have the bad stuff that most of the sports drinks you'd buy at the gas station or the store would have in them, and no food coloring either, so they're great. I love to drink them. I think, Jamie, do you drink them?
I drink them like literally every day, whether I'm going to the gym and I need to get hydrated a little bit.
You go to the gym?
Yeah, come on, guy. Or, you know, if I'm at the job site, man, I always drink one of these. I just can hardly stand to drink water anymore. These really taste good. This is the watermelon salt. That's actually my favorite one, and they're great. If you want to get electrolytificated like I do every day, drink one of these.
Yep, that's not a word, but I get what you're saying. Electrolytes. Electrolytificated. Okay, cut.
So Jamie, myself, and the crew have been drinking Element for a long time. Highly recommended. We keep them in the truck, in the cabinet, just anywhere you might get thirsty. Element can help to eliminate and prevent the side effects of electrolyte deficiency, which are bad, like headaches, fatigue, muscle cramps, sleeplessness. An Element is formulated to help anyone with their electrolyte needs, even if you're on a keto, paleo, or a low-carb diet. If you want to try Element for yourself, just head to drinkelement.com/Perkins and you can get an 8 sample pack that's 8 single servings of different flavors so you can figure out which ones you like the best. That's drinklmnt.com/Perkins. Get a free sample pack with any order. Thank you, Element. And let's get back to work.
So on this one, Y is a little bit higher, but X is a little bit shorter.
But
right? Yes or no? Yes.
Why?
Yes. In theory, both ways.
Dude, he's getting into math theory. I'm still asking just about why.
Z, but Z's are the same, so it doesn't matter. It's all
Folks,
one
this
Z.
is not even staged at all. He is losing his mind on
I'm
math.
using common sense.
What we're trying to do is figure up the heights for these posts so that it's all level across the top for this next section of dap.
Sounds like y'all got it figured out. Let me know when it's done.
Jamie's redoing all the math now that we've set this one post, because it's like 3/4 of an inch too tall. I checked it, big stick. What's the problem?
After all of your figuring, it's wrong as it could be.
Oh, what's the problem?
Well, it's too tall by 3/4 of an inch.
So what was the
I don't know. I'm only halfway done figuring it out.
Make sure it wasn't just a miscalculation on the measurement of the post.
I never measured it.
113 and an 8.
Is that what it's supposed to be?
I think it was supposed to be that.
Well,
To be continued.
all right. Give me a minute.
Okay, the mystery is solved. It was just an error reading the tape. What happened last time was Jason looked at the number
70
70.
and 5/16.
Yeah, like you were reading the tape going up from the bottom, but you're really reading
Minus
the tape
top down.
top down. That's an easy mistake to make, honestly.
I mean, it was me, 100%. That
Yeah.
was my fault.
But I'm not even mad at you because I've done the same thing.
I mean, it makes sense. 70 and 5/16.
Yeah, you just read the tape from the wrong direction and upside down. No big deal.
No big deal.
All right, well,
Nobody's gonna know about that, right?
nobody,
Nobody's gonna know.
I'm not gonna tell.
Perfect.
Yeah, I think you were thinking like the little marks on the tape measure. If they're like notes on a scale, if you go down a little bit from one, you still can't call it the one that's above it. Like a D is not.
There's
you
no
can't go down
there's
to
no
like
D
a-
flat.
You can't go to a D flat, bro.
It's only D sharp
No,
on tape
D's are
measure.
definitely not flat, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, then you
God. Jason reminded me of one caveat here with this hammer is it costs about 5 times what the tough build hammer costs and at least double what the wooden handle stiletto costs. I don't know the exact cost, but that's roughly 5 times the cost of the other hammer. So it better be better. You know what I'm saying? Jamie just met with a stone and stucco mason out here to get some cost estimates. There's gonna be a lot of stone and stucco on this house. All of these giant columns are supposed to be stuccoed per the plan. And then between the two sections of the house is stone, and they want like a dry stack look. Also, this giant chimney, there's a chimney inside, all dry stack stone. So the prices we got if you're interested in this local area from this mason are about 29 bucks a square foot for the dry stacked look stone, and then about 10 to 12 bucks a square foot for the stucco, which would be all these columns. And I did some math on the biggest column here to see kind of what that would cost. If you're curious, it was about 2,200 bucks to the stucco on one column, which I'm not sure if that's a whole lot more expensive than buying all the siding, mitering all the corners perfectly with no corner boards, installing, caulking, painting, and I think it's gonna be more durable. So we're gonna make a decision on that here in the next couple days so they can get started. We've got these girders going in now. It'll be joists in between like this. And since this girder is not carrying a load on the other side of it, we're able to go 2 here and 3 there versus 3 there and 4 there. So it won't be as bad. All right, now we gotta go big number here. I'm getting 141 5/16. Ooh, we might need a trim.
She's getting tight. Tight.
Is it touching touching top, not bottom?
Looks like there's that top corner.
It's only.
Yeah, take about an 1/8 off the top. Ray's coming back here and nailing these plies of the girder together with the pass load, and he's got 3-inch galvanized ring shank nails, which is the exact thickness of our board here. And the problem is if you shoot them from the back like we're doing, it's popping through the front, and that's a problem. It's gonna look ugly. So a little pro tip here is to just angle the gun slightly like that. And that will, in essence, shorten the length of the nail because it's going through at an angle, and it won't pop the back, leaving a mess later for someone to fix. Hey Jason, I think I figured out why that water feels so cold getting dripped on.
Why is that?
It's freezing on you. Look at this. It's literally
Wow.
turned into an ice sculpture.
Is it really that cold out?
Yeah.
It don't feel that cold.
You're a real man, I guess.
No, I'm saying I'm not a man at all, but it don't feel that cold.
We finally have the girders up, all of our layout done. We're setting the first couple joists and straightening this front girder with those joists. and then we'll stick in the rest. And you'll see we did mark both sides of layout on all these, which normally we don't do for walls. But in this case, when you're holding a big heavy board, and sometimes you end up on the left side of it attaching, or sometimes on the right side, and realize the line's on the other side of the board and you can't see it from where you're at because the board's right in your face. That's a problem. So we decided just to do both sides, and I think it'll be worthwhile. Dumb ways to die. That thing is like 4 inches from the end. Look at this.
Is that not going to work? I tried. My depth perception's bad on this angle.
What do you think?
I think this is pretty high end.
It is. I'm not for sure, but I bet it's $300.
Oh, my stuff is expensive.
Yeah.
My heavy equipment don't sound so expensive.
Yeah. It's got a side pull. It's got a replaceable face. It's got whatever that is.
It's a bottle opener.
It might be. I wish it was, but sadly, I'll bet it's not.
We should talk to him about that.
Yeah. I mean, could have made it a little bigger, guys. Jamie, should we just put these posts up to the bottom? Yeah. Flush? We got 2 4x4s going there and 2 there.
You want to be top guy or bottom guy?
This doesn't sound very good either way. But probably top.
Do you want me on, the top or on the bottom?
I'll do top. Yo, bottom guy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I got to hold it too on the bottom? Mm-hmm. This is definitely out of my comfort zone.
Let's see, 112, 1/4. Whoa, I'm on it here. Hang on. Golly. Every time.
We're building these columns underneath the deck, and the structural corner are all made out of 6x6s. We're filling in the rest of the column out of 4x4s just to have something to nail the sheathing to. Now these 4x4s are not straight, and I don't know if you'll ever find one that is straight. So to show you here, this is supposed to be 1 foot wide, and I'm about 1/4 inch short of being 1 foot wide, but it's nailed in at the right spot at the top and the bottom. So I cut a block in here that will make it be the right width, but it won't fit. And so I gotta figure out a way here to get it in there. There we go, up there is where I want to put it. So I'm just gonna pry these apart there and knock it in. Oh yeah, you don't see that every day. All right, there we go. Now you can see though, look, I can make it flush on one side, but it can't be flush on the other side because this post is bowed in both directions, in that way and in that way. So I'm gonna try to bow it out and flush it up, but then I'm counting on pushing from this post to the next post to spread them both apart to both balance each other out. Now, it's important though, if you're gonna do that, that you put the bow of each one opposing each other so that they have equal pressure and it ends up straight. Because what would be really bad is if you put them both bowed the same direction and then you cut a block the right width, then you just have something that's twice as strong that's still curved. Follow me?
I got you.
Okay.
We've run out of our 4x4s and our 6x6s. With a couple more posts to go, but we decided just to use all the scrap and coal lumber and just finish it. So Jamie's got me pried flush here. I don't have a drill because Jason has it. Because he can't get up the road because there's no gravel and his truck's at the bottom.
Whatever you do, don't miss.
That's some good wood. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. That ain't going nowhere.
No. That's why we use screws so much. That's a real struggle. Hitting nails like a real carpenter.
That's what I would say too about that.
Good thing he was doing his drill however you said whatever you said. That's all I could hear.
I said that's what I would have said too when I bent over a nail. Oh, that's some hard wood. Yeah, carpenter always blames the wood. Here, put some screws in that thing.
I will gladly. That's a wrap for today. We're gonna come back tomorrow, get these columns sheathed up, hopefully get this big one built if we can get some material up here. That's becoming a problem that we can't get big trucks up this road. So we can still barely get up here. And actually, I do want to give Brock a huge shout out because he tried to help us out by taking his skid steer down there and trying to skid steer the road that was like packed down, frozen solid ice. And he almost went off the mountain. He came up here and was just shaking his head. And it was only the fact that he somehow got the bucket like that and jammed it in that he didn't just whoo, sail off the mountain in his skid steer. So thank you, Brock, for trying. If we can't get lumber, we'll just, I don't know, we'll just take a few days off or something.
I'm okay with that, but I'd rather be here building.